morning. This morning's session's on addition. With addition, if you're doing mental adding up, then use all those tricks that you already know. You already know about doubling numbers, you know about number bonds to 10, 100, or even maybe 1,000. You know about adding numbers that are nearly 50 or nearly 100. Use all of those tricks. For larger numbers though, we use the column method, and the one important rule with the column method is always line your numbers up so that the decimal points, the units, tens, hundreds, thousands, all lie one under each other. Okay, so let's have an example. If we have a number such as 1,256, add on to 347, okay, we need to line them up so that everything is in line, each place value is in line with the other. So start with a large number on top. 1, 2, 5, 6. Now, 347, it's important we line it up from this side, okay? So the 7 is the unit, so it goes underneath the 6, 4, 3. Don't line it up from here, you will get into big trouble. So, your decimal points aren't given, but we know they come after the units, the 6 and the 7. Put your plus sign here. Here's your equal sign. Okay? We start with the units. So 6 add 7 is 13. We write the 3 down and we carry the 1. Okay? The 1 goes underneath in very tiny writing. Not so tiny that we can't see it, but tiny, and we need to get into this habit so that when we're doing long multiplication, our carrying number doesn't interfere with our multiplying numbers, okay? So, 5 and 4 is 9, 1 more makes 10. Put the 0 down, carry the 1 along. 2 and 3 is 5, 1 more makes 6, nothing to carry, and this 1 comes down and bring the 1 down. So, 1,256 and 347 is 1,603. Happy with that? Okay, let's move on. We'll do one more example. Let's take some larger numbers. Let's say 12,988. Add on to, 7,136. Okay, so again, large number, there's our equal sign. Large number goes on top. 1, 2, 9, 8, 8. Again, line it up from the unit side, so the 6 comes down under here, then the 3, then the 1, then the 7. Our plus sits neatly inside there. There's our equals line, okay? And then again, work from the unit side. Now, with the larger sums, it is useful sometimes to do an estimate, so that you know, when you get your eventual answer, you know whether or not your answer is in the right area. And sometimes, if you've lined it up wrong, or if you haven't added on your carried number, your estimate can be a really, really good indicator that you need to go back and check your answer. So here we can say that 12,988 is nearly 13,000, isn't it? So we've got 13,000, add on 7,000 is about 20,000. So we can put our estimate here, estimate 20,000. I like to put that in a little bracket or a ring, and then that isolates it from the rest of your sum. You don't get confused then, add something in by mistake. So let's start at this end. 6 and 8 is 14, carry the 1. 8 and 3 is 11, add 1 is 12. 9 and 1 is 10, add 1 is 11, carry that 1 down. 2 and 7 is 9, add 1 more makes 10, carry the 1. 1 and 1 makes 2. And there's our answer, 20,124. Check it against our estimate. Not bad, okay, and we're happy with that. Good to go. Okay, the last thing we need to check is adding decimals. This is the one, if you're going to go wrong, you're going to go wrong on decimals. So let's check it out. If you remember the simple rule that the decimal points have to line up one under each other, you're not going to go wrong, okay? Adding up, keep those decimal points in line. So let's have some sums. Let's say 2.7, add on 3.14. Magic number, just in case. You didn't know, that's the start of pi. a really, really, really important number when we're looking at circles and shapes. So, what we do here, again, same thing, put the large number on top. Now, 3.14 is the largest number, so 3.14. 2.7, line up those decimal points. 2.7. Now, we haven't got a number here. That doesn't matter. If you feel uncomfortable, you can put a 0 in, okay? Just to keep you happy, that's a placeholder. It's not doing any job, it's not adding any value or taking any value away from the number. It's filling a gap, okay? And you can do the sum without it, but if you want to, you can fill that gap. So, 4 add, let's put the other equal line in. 4 add 0 is 4, 1 and 7 is 8. Bring down that decimal point. Keep everything in a nice straight line. 3 and 2 is 5, 5.84. Okay? Now, occasionally you might do the sum the other way if you're that way inclined. That's exactly the same. 2.7, 3.14. Okay? You can put a 0 in there or leave it. You will come out with the same result. Okay? What if you have more than 2 decimals to add, or if you have longer decimals? So 7.163, add on 4.47, add on 6.01, that'll do it, I think. There's a nice row of decimals there. Again, important thing is line up your decimal points. So we have 7.163, add on 4, keep those decimals in line, 4, 7, we've got a gap here, but we're not going to stress over it, add on 6.01, again you can leave that gap, or if you want to, you can fill it with a 0, it won't matter. So 3 add 0 is 3, bring that 3 down, 6 and 7 is 13, and 1 more makes 14, carry that one across. 1 and 4 is 5, 1 more makes 6. Then down comes our decimal point. 6 and 4 is 10, always looking for those number bonds. Add 7 is 17. We've got nothing more to add, so we can pop the answer in there. 17.643. Okay, are you happy with that? Top tips, line up your decimal points, always start from the units. Thank you, see you later.